What if I told you the most unforgettable celebrity wedding of the year just happened, and nobody knew until it was already over? Not the fans, not the press, not even some of their closest friends. Two of Korea's most beloved stars, Jong Suk and IU, secretly tied the knot hand now that the truth is out. It's shaking the entire entertainment industry to its core. So stay with us, because the details of this wedding will leave you speechless. From the hidden venue to the jaw-dropping guest list, this is a love story that no one saw coming. It all began with whispers. No headlines, no rumors, just silence. Until suddenly, a few blurry photos and one leaked guest list sent the internet into full-blown chaos. Yes, it's official. Jong Suk and IU are now husband and wife. For years, fans speculated about their relationship. Were they dating? Were they just friends? Every time the question came up, they smiled and changed the subject. But behind the scenes, something quiet and real had been growing. And without a single hint to the outside world, they made it official in the most private, emotionally powerful ceremony imaginable. The wedding took place on a secluded estate near Jeju Island, away from the cameras and headlines. Guests arrived, discreetly, some in masks, some through hidden paths. Phones were banned, security was tight, and the entire staff was sworn to silence. But the moment the guest list leaked, everything changed. This wasn't just any wedding, it was a gathering of the biggest names in Korean entertainment. Suzy Park Bogum, Kim Soo-hyun, Yoona Yeo, Jin Gu-even Suga was reportedly there. The list read like a dream and made one thing clear: this wasn't just a celebration. It was history in the making. But the most powerful moment came when IU walked down the aisle. She wore a custom-designed ivory gown that took 4 months to create. Jong Suk stood motionless, eyes locked on her, visibly emotional. Witnesses say his voice trembled when he read his vows, and IU's cracked with emotion as she delivered hers. One line left the entire room in silence. "You waited for me to become the man you deserved. Now, I promise, you'll never have to wait again." Instead of flashy performances, the ceremony featured soft piano music and a rearranged version of IU's own song, subtle, stunning, unforgettable. After the wedding, no photos were posted, no statements were made. The couple vanished from the spotlight just as quietly as they had entered it. But fans didn't feel left out, they felt honored. In an industry built on attention, these two chose love over fame, silence over spectacle. Fans around the world began revisiting old interviews, award show moments, and music videos, realizing that maybe the signs had always been there. A glance, a lyric, a smile that lasted just a little too long. Suddenly, the fantasy didn't feel so fictional anymore. It felt like fate. What made this wedding so magical wasn't just the star power, it was the intention. No press, no branding, just love, protected and real. And that's why it hit so hard. In a world full of staged moments, this one was honest. And whether they confirm it or not, whether we ever see an official wedding photo, none of it matters. Because in the end, they didn't do it for the cameras. They did it for each other. And that's what makes this not just a celebrity story, but a modern-day fairy tale.